Hello and welcome to Teal House Farm. Today we are going to show you how awesome our greenhouse is doing. Let's go. So it is first week of November. It is actually pretty warm today. It's about 70 degrees. But last week it was a lot colder. Had several nights where it got down to 29 and 30, so we had a good hard frost. And the good news is that it did not affect the greenhouse at all. The plants are still so healthy and growing, and we're just super excited. Let's take a look. The outside of the greenhouse has taken a little bit of a beating. We had a severe windstorm several weeks ago. It actually blew the greenhouse inside out. Putting it back together was a bit like trying to rewrap a present where you had taken the wrapping paper off but left it all taped together. It was really tricky, and so it does not look very beautiful, but it's working, and Sam used some different types of screws and staples to hopefully be able to keep the plastic down better. It's actually been pretty windy today, and it's staying on great and not ripping in the wind, so I think we're doing pretty well. Because it has been a lot hotter this week, I actually opened up the back of the greenhouse. If you can see that. I opened up the back of the greenhouse, if you can see that, to allow more venting, to keep it from getting too hot inside. This gives it a little bit of a cross breeze when I open the front door. Then you have an opening in the back, allows the air through. So we are going to go ahead and tape that back up. All right, let's go inside. The only thing that doesn't seem to have worked is potatoes in these buckets. I'm actually going to dig up and see what's going on here. We just cut the eyes out of some potatoes and planted them. Oh, I guess it's sprouting. Look at that. We're getting a little bit. It's just taken forever. So these are store-bought potatoes, though, not potato seeds. And I know sometimes the store sprays that stuff on them to prevent sprouting. So this might not work at all. But that's the only thing that hasn't worked in the greenhouse, is growing potatoes in buckets. Next year we might try it with seed potatoes instead of store-bought potatoes. I bet that'll make a difference. We have some spinach here that's about ready to harvest some of our first leaves. That'll be delicious. And our lettuce is definitely ready to start cutting some leaves off too. I planted a second round of lettuce back there because the lettuces were growing so well, so those are just starting. Carrots are doing well. And I planted some later carrots in this bucket, and those are just starting to come up. So those will be ready a little later. I think we can definitely say with pretty good confidence we're going to be able to enjoy some fresh veg for Thanksgiving. I hope we can also enjoy some for Christmas. I'm not sure that this greenhouse design will be good all winter long once we get into January and February and we get nights that are, you know, in the single digits, but we'll see, and we will definitely keep you up to date. Before we go, we're going to take a quick look at our goat fence and let you know how that's going, and then we are done for today. The turbo wire electric goat fence is still doing great. We are so happy with it. Our goats are contained. We've had a couple escapees over the last, gosh, maybe 4 or 5 weeks. I'm trying to think of how long we've had it. Really just one-time offenders, because once they feel that fence, they're not going to try again. So we are very happy with it. I'll link the video here if you're curious about what we're using. We have tried so many different types of electric goat fence, and they have not worked for us, and this is working great. It's also relatively inexpensive, which is nice. So we are excited to be able to move forward and go ahead and fence off more paddocks for our goats. These guys right here have found a new home and will be leaving us soon. Our first kidding season was definitely not without some ups and downs, but we have learned so much and are excited for next year. The girls and I have been learning how to make goat milk candles, and we're gonna try to make some goat milk soap this winter with some of the milk that we froze. And it's just fun to be able to learn together and to be using the product that we are getting from right here on our own farm. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. We will catch you next time. Hey, boo-boos. Boo-boos. Hi. Are you a happy babies? Are you a happy babies? Hi, Lee. Hi. I love you. Hi, boo-boos.